like it's been, well, it has been so long since I've done like a sit down little makeup get ready with me video, so it honestly kind of feels weird right now. I turned my lighting up super bright. Hopefully it's not too much. You can literally see everything in my face right now. We've got a cute breakout going on in this general area right here. I always, damn, my neighbor's duck is so loud right now. Such a funny thing to say on one of my videos, but my neighbors have a duck and some chickens. It's quacking it up out there. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is conceal my under eyes. They like to be purple, and you know, I'm just gonna conceal them because that's the first step in my makeup routine. My neighbor's duck is so loud right now. I really hope he chills out. Like, I love him and I love his quacking. Maybe you guys can't even hear it, but I can hear it so loud right now, so I might have to probably put some background music or something over this, but that's so funny. He's a great duck. He just likes to be, you know, he's happy that the rain's over. It's been raining earlier today, now it's not. He's just stoked about it, and he's just quacking it up out there. Okay, so I use this little Tarte, it's like an angled beauty blender type thing. I have many different kind of versions and types of beauty blender. I actually don't even have like a real beauty blender anymore. I just have all these like knockoff or different type versions of it, but I really like this one from Tarte, and it has this like angled end, which you'll see me use a lot. It's really helpful for my foundation, and then I like how it has the pointed, just typical point to do like the under eyes. And I didn't even say what I used, but I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is my favorite concealer. I really love it. I use the shade Light, and I just typically do my under eyes. I use it a little bit on blemishes. I might use some of it. Okay, now I'm pretty sure in that video I was trying to remember what, like all the products I use, and I'm almost positive I used one of the It Cosmetics CC Plus creams. These are new, so I've been trying them out lately. I'm gonna use the shade Light, which should be like probably the third darkest, the second darkest. Oh my god, I just went like that. Holy shit. I'm a mess, you guys. Today I don't know why I'm like not nervous, but I feel like not myself right now filming. I don't know why. I need to just like get into the swing of the video. But I do have, under my turtleneck, I do have like a darker neck than face because I'm a little bit self-tanned right now. So I want to do a darker shade than like my natural skin tone. So we are gonna use this. And again, this is the CC Plus Oil-Free Matte Full Coverage Cream. This stuff is really good. I've used the, I don't know, I feel like they have so many of these, the CC cream. I've used these for years. I like it because it does have an SPF in there. And what I like to do is just do, we'll start off with like just one pump. I'll definitely have to use more, but we'll start off with a nice one pump. Oh, also my hands are a little bit self-tanned, a little bit flop right now. So just, that's just my life. I'll just have, and we have a squirtle back here moving around, but it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of grab the flat little end of this, and I'm gonna kind of start from my neck. I have my mirror over here, so that's why I'm looking over here. Okay, but yeah, this seems like it is going to be a really good color, and I love this because as you can tell, it's already like just doing a great job covering up my redness, covering that zit. I don't know why I thought I would only need one pump. I'm literally about to do another like 2 pumps right now because I'm just going ham with this. But I love this product because it is, you know, it's pretty full. It gives you like a nice full coverage, but it's not super thick. It's not like, you know, a full foundation, but I mean, CC Plus cream, it's basically like just a nice, what is this? What the hell was that? I don't even know what that was on my beauty blender. It was like some black thing. As you can tell, I mean, it's definitely darker than my natural skin tone. This color is for when I am self-tanned, but once I get all this going on and kind of like blend it down, just, if you're doing this, girls, if you are also a self-tan queen like myself, just make sure you're really blending that into your neck, and you're kind of gonna get that same. I never feel like I get the color perfectly right because it's kind of hard to tell, but I just try to do like 1 to 2 shades darker than my natural skin tone when I am self-tanned, and it gives your face a nice little matching your body match. The pointed end for more areas like up under my eyes and by my nose. And I feel like this product really does sink into a beauty blender, so I kind of have to, it looks like I'm using a lot, but once again, it's just because it kind of like sinks into the sponge a good amount. If I was using a brush, I wouldn't have to use quite this much, but usually I like to do the beauty blender sponge. Take the rest of like what's on my sponge, and we'll go around the edges of the face and make sure everything's kind of blended out. This looks pretty good to me. It takes kind of a while for this product to, I think it's because it has sunscreen in it or something, it does take kind of a little while for this product to like settle in, and I don't know, isn't this supposed to be matte? I definitely don't find that it's matte. I just think these CC creams in general, like I said, maybe because they have sunscreen, are like a little bit oily. So obviously you just go in with a powder and your life is saved. So that is what I'm going to do right now. And I don't know really this whole baking technique. I feel like I should know it, that you like put it on here and you bake or something with your powder. But I kind of just use a fluffy powder brush, and then I use like a different brush for under my eyes for my powder. So I'm gonna use another It Cosmetics. I use a lot of the same brands, but this is the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder. This is what I've been using whenever I do my makeup the past few months, and I really like it. It definitely does the job. It's not cakey, and I kind of just like go around. First I take this big fluffy brush, which is just one of these like crazy mermaid tail brushes from Tarte. They're very colorful. This was from like some summer collection drop, but I really like these brushes. And once again, it kind of looks like I use a lot, but I just feel like I gotta get into all these different spots on my face and make sure that we're looking matte and we're not oily. And that is looking pretty good. I take a teensy brush, like something like this. I kind of just get a little bit of that on there and go under my eyes, because that concealer has got to be set too, or it's gonna get in my little lines, which I don't like. So I set that. And also this just makes it so like when I put on my bottom mascara and stuff, it's not gonna like stick to under my eyes. Now I'm going to take a darker shade in the Shape Tape concealer, which this is the shade Light Neutral, and I'm gonna use the tiniest little speck on my zit. I have a little bit more breakouts going on right now, but they're all kind of more covered up, so I don't feel like I need to really, you know, I don't feel like I really need to conceal them. Take the tip of that. That's just gonna give it like, that didn't really do too much, but it's just gonna give it like a little bit more coverage. Of course, the day I'm filming this, like I have a little zit, but you know what, guys? We all have things always break out around my mouth when I'm about to get my period, and I think I'm getting my period in like 2 or 3 days, so it's happening. What can you do? I'm a woman. This first product I'm gonna use is the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Exposed. This is a classic. It's just a gorgeous matte neutral. I'm gonna do kind of a heavy hand with this. Oh, I kind of got that itch that you can't scratch. And then tap it off and just go crazy. I really want to get this kind of in the places that I would get my natural contour, so under my cheekbone almost, and just like bring it up, and then I'll bring like a little bit of it in a circle. Okay, that looks pretty good. Do the same thing on the other side. And honestly, you guys, I don't wear makeup most days just because for my job, like I work from home, you guys know, and I'm just at home by myself during the day. So unless I'm, you know, like going out somewhere, like if I'm going out to dinner or if I'm going out, you know what I mean, then that like makes me want to do makeup because I kind of want to be like, treat myself. But okay, I think this is good for blush. But other than that, like during the day, I do not wear makeup anymore. And it's honestly just because I don't want to take it off at the end of the day. I don't want to like spend the time doing it when I could be working or doing something else. But I do like doing my makeup, like I said, whenever I'm like going out or things like that. Now we're gonna do the exposed highlight. I actually didn't know that this was called exposed, and the one I used before this was called exposed. So I guess they're meant to be used together. Anyway, so this highlight is one of my favorites. It's really pretty. And I just use a little blush, a little brush like this. So I like to go crazy with my highlight because that is, in that video, that's what you guys were commenting on. You're like, you're so glowy. Look at that highlight. I love this glow. I love this look. So that's what I like to do. I like to kind of sweep it up above my eyebrow in this little like V or C shape. And I like to bring it down. That's gorgeous. This is a great highlight. We'll do the same thing on this side. Bring it up. That is everything. All right, we've got that glow on both sides. Looking good. And then I'm gonna take a little bit and go down the bridge of my nose. And just create a little line like that. Now we're gonna do eyebrows. I basically only use a single product and then I use a brush to do my eyebrows now because I've found that like, while I like filling them in a little bit sometimes, I definitely think it's too harsh a lot, and especially when I have my lighter hair and my dark natural brows, I do not want to make them super obvious that they're darker than my hair. I just want my brows to be groomed upwards and be kind of like more boy brow, like more fluffy. The Benefit 24-hour brow setter, which is just like a clear brow gel. And then I also use this spoolie brush, and you can get these spoolie brushes like freaking anywhere. You probably have one in your makeup collection. And honestly, if you guys don't already do this to your brows, I think this is such a fun way to make them more defined in a really easy way. And it's very quick because you don't really have to use an actual product to make them super dark and defined. And I think this still does like a great job. So I kind of just brush them up like so. So to get it to stay, you're gonna also go in with a little brow gel, and I'm going to brush them super up, and they're gonna look super, maybe a little bit too brushed up at the start, but they'll go down and they get more natural throughout the day. So I kind of like to get it going. I personally love that brow look. Once again, I didn't need any like crazy eyebrow products. I just needed a clear brow gel and this little spoolie. It's almost like you're hairspraying your eyebrows for the day. And they'll be staying fluffy. I'm gonna move on to eyes, because all I have left is eyes and lips. I just like choked or something. I didn't choke, I just don't know what happened there. Okay, so my eyes are very simple. All I use is eyelash primer, eyelash curler, and mascara. I don't use eyeliner or eyeshadow most days anymore. Honestly, most days I just don't want to set aside the time for it. And I just find if I do mascara, it is just easier and quicker, and I still get that defining eye. I do really like this lash primer. I would highly recommend it. I like to use it because once I stopped getting eyelash extensions, I just felt so lame about my eyelashes because they really got a lot smaller. And I mean, they're pretty average, they're pretty puny, they're nothing super special, obviously, as you can tell right now. I have small eyes anyway, so I always want my lashes to be looking good and making my eyes look bigger. So that's why I use lash primer. And I have the one from Clinique, and it's just the lash building primer. So I'll have this and all of the products I use linked in the description box down below for you guys, so you can easily go check everything out. And then I just use this Tarte Mermaid eyelash curler. So guys, let's do this. And I think when you don't have the most naturally amazing eyelashes, you can really make them look 10 times better by just doing eyelash curler, a layer or two of lash primer, and then a good mascara. And that is a way you can, you know, if you're one of those people like me that you're not gonna wear false lashes on the day-to-day. I don't wear false lashes unless it's like a really special event or occasion. Then you can make your eyelashes to look really good just every day by just using a couple products. So, and this is really important to kind of start at the bottom and get a really good, what's the word, like stroke going on these eyelashes. Get them covered in lash primer. And then this is the trick. Instead of going in immediately on this eye and doing the same thing, I wanna wait, or not wait, I don't wanna wait, and I wanna get my mascara going while the lash primer is still wet, because I think that is, you know, the time to go in with your mascara. That's the best time. So we do one eye at a time, girlfriend. And this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I really typically only do like one coat of this, because I find if I do, this particular mascara is really good for like one coat, but if I start going crazy and doing a bunch of it, it can get a little bit clumpy, especially once I have the lash primer on. It's just like too many layers. And that eye already looks a zillion times better than this eye. Much bigger, much more defined. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on this eye, the top lashes, and then I'll go in and do the bottom lashes with mascara right after that. So I feel like I intended this to be a chit chat, get ready with me, and I haven't really been chit-chatting about anything besides the actual makeup that I'm doing, and I feel like I've been boring. But in other words, I did have a few things that I wanted to talk about, so I will do that while I'm getting these last lashes done. First of all, I have been I talked about this in my last vlog, but just after I put up that personal Q&A video, that video has really done well for me, like in the sense of I just haven't had such nice feedback and comments and thumbs up and support on a video in quite some time like that, and it just really like reinvigorated this love and spark in me that, I mean, has always been there, but it just hearing from so many of you guys and just hearing you appreciate me talking about those struggles and the ups and downs with my channel over the past, you know, 8 years. It's been 8 years that I've been on YouTube. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but mostly ups. And I'm just so thankful for all of you guys. I mean, the biggest thing I get out of reading comments like that is you guys telling me that you've been watching my videos for the longest time. Like, you've been watching my videos since 2011, 2012, since I was like a little baby in high school. And most of you guys, I mean, I'm not gonna say all of you guys, because I know there's like always new viewers that are coming over, people that started watching later, but the crazy thing is so many of you guys have just grown up with me, and you have seen like me go through all these changes and move to all these different places. Not all these different places, but like you know, different apartments and different states and things like that. I hope you know how much I really connect with you guys too, and I just always want it to feel like I'm just you guys' friend, or I'm your sister, or just your girl. Like, I feel like you guys really get me, and we would be friends in real life, and you guys are just such awesome people. So I just hope you guys know how much I fuck with you, genuinely. And I'm flinging shit around. But after that video, and just since I've kind of been, the past couple months, I've really been trying to, since like summer travels and things have slowed down, I've really been trying to like get my head on more straight with just my work. Just been trying to kind of like push myself to work harder, make more content. Does this happen to you guys when you do your mascara? Because it happens to me literally every single freaking time. Okay, and now that we've got that, once again, I don't want this to get any more clumpy. I think one layer is good, and they look thick and nice. And now I'm just gonna do my bottom lashes, just like a light singular coat. But basically what I was trying to say was I've just been in a really good place with YouTube recently, the past few months, and I'm just very, very happy with, you know, making my vlogs and then kind of taking you guys other video ideas. Like this was a video idea that you guys had, like a little updated get ready with me on my current makeup that I was wearing in that video, and I thought, you know what, I don't film those videos that much because I don't really do my makeup very much, but hey, I haven't shown a makeup or get ready with me in quite some time, so why not just do it? Okay, so we're finishing up here. After those products, I'm gonna do a really simple lip in a video. I got a lot of questions about my lip color, and it is one of the Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Mattes, and I actually said it was shade 101 in the comments of that video because I thought it was, and then I found this one and was like, oh shit, it's actually that one. So this is the shade 103. But before I do that, I like to take the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Lip Booster, and this is just like a moisturizing clear lip product that's good to put on something like this before you do a liquid lip, because liquid lips are a bit drying. This one's really good. It's not too drying, but I just always like to, I'm obsessed with like having my lips not feel dry and not feel chapped. I always have some sort of a chapstick on. It's actually my addiction, chapstick. So I just like to do that product, get a nice gloss going, and then we will do one nice layer of these. Sometimes I definitely do my lips better than other days. Just saying, some days I fuck it up. Especially because I'm lazy and like don't use a lip liner, so. I try not to get too far outside the lines of my natural lips, but sometimes I just kind of fuck up a little bit at the bottom corners. Okay, the lips are looking a little bit glossy right now. These will kind of, as the product dries, they'll get a little bit more matte, but I did use that product under to make them kind of a little bit more have a sheen. All right, you guys, I think I successfully, I'm looking at my look and I'm like, I think I successfully recreated the look from that video, with the exception of I'm not wearing like a headband right now like I was wearing in that video, but I did have the straight hair going on, and for the sake of the time of this video and just because it's very basic to straighten your hair, I'm not gonna show you guys me doing my hair because I actually straightened it 2 days ago and it has stayed like this. That is pretty much the end of this video. I will have all of the products linked in the description box below if you want to go check anything out. I really like all these products. Obviously it's just great stuff for a nice everyday simple look. Oh, this is another way I can kind of do it, is if I kind of brush them like this. Okay, girl. All right, you guys don't care, you're like, bitch, just leave your eyebrows alone, but they look so much better like this. That is pretty much my everyday look. If you guys have any more questions, you can leave them in the comments down below. Sorry this wasn't too chit-chatty, like no tea was spilled or anything. Not that I always have to have tea spilled now in my videos, but I felt like my talking was kind of boring, so I apologize for that. I don't know, I guess I was just really focused on like the products that I was using. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Love you, and I will see you in my next vlog or video very soon. Bye.